Maddie, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing some baking and I thought I'd make some slutty chocolate brownies. Don't worry, I'm not swearing. In baking terms, slutty stands for like loaded chocolate brownies, so you can add whatever you want to them. And what I'd do is, like what I'm doing is I've made some cookie dough, so I'm going to make them like cookie dough chocolate slutty brownies, and I'm going to add some bourbons into them. And then I think I'm going to do like a layer of milk chocolate and white chocolate buttons, so it's like even more chocolatey. So that's what slutty means. Please ignore my crazy fluffy hair. It's not usually like this. I try to do this thing where you like put it in buns and then sleep in it, and then like in the morning take it out and it'll be curly, and it hasn't really done that. It's just made it gone wavy, but yeah. Right, so the first thing you need to do is make your cookie dough. I have already made my cookie dough earlier on, so yeah, but if you don't know how to make it, I'll put a recipe on how to make it in the description box down below. So what you'll need to make your cookie dough is you will need 115 grams of unsalted butter, 125 grams of light brown sugar. I didn't have any light brown sugar, so I just used normal sugar instead, and it works the same way, like exactly the same. It just probably just a lighter colour, so like mine's a lighter colour. So if you were to use brown sugar, it makes it a darker colour, but it doesn't really matter because you won't see it anyway. You'll need 1 medium egg, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 225 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. I didn't have any bicarbonate of soda, so I just did baking powder instead, because like baking powder and bicarbonate of soda are basically the same, so it will work the same way. You'll need half a teaspoon of salt. I didn't use salt, and it still tasted really nice. 1 tablespoon of cornflour, and then 150 grams of milk chocolate chips. I didn't have any milk chocolate chips. I used half a bag of dark chocolate because that's what I had left, and then a whole bag of white chocolate chips. So yeah, it all goes down the same. If you don't have like the right chocolate or you can either use milk chocolate or whatever chocolate you have really. Preheat your oven to 160 fan, and then I'm going to add my dairy milk mixed buttons to my cookie dough, just on top, like a few on top, to give it an extra chocolatey base. So, well, if I can open them. Right, so I've got white chocolate ones and milk chocolate ones, and I'm just going to put them anywhere on my cookie dough base so it's more chocolatey. Once you have finished with your cookie dough and finished putting your white chocolate buttons and milk chocolate buttons onto them, you're going to put them to the side, and we're going to get on with making the brownie. So, for the brownie, you will need 100 grams of, well, it says dark chocolate, but I don't have dark chocolate. And I'm not the biggest fan of dark chocolate because it's quite bitter, so I'm using milk chocolate. 100 grams of milk chocolate. You'll need 100 grams of unsalted butter. You'll need 2 medium eggs. You'll need 140 grams of caster sugar. You'll need 50 grams of plain flour, and then 25 grams of cocoa powder. I put the plain flour and the cocoa powder in together because you use it together anyway in the mixture. And then it says you need milk chocolate chips as well, but I'm not adding them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some bourbons, and you'll find out what I do with the bourbons later on in this video. First thing you will need to do is get your milk chocolate and put it into your bowl with your butter, and you're going to melt it. You can either melt it in the microwave or melt it over a saucepan full of hot water that you've just boiled. And yeah, don't forget to turn the hob on as well so it heats the water up so this melts quicker. Make sure you don't get any water in this bowl though with the chocolate and butter, because if you do, it will go funny and the chocolate won't melt properly and you will ruin your chocolate mixture. Sure, you melt your butter and chocolate on a medium heat so it doesn't burn the chocolate mixture. And your chocolate mixture should start to look like this while it's melting. Once you have finished melting your milk chocolate and butter, put it on the side, take it off the heat and then put it to the side to cool it down. So now we're going to add the eggs to the bowl and your sugar, and you're going to give your mixture a whisk. I was going to reach, oh my god, it just reaches right like this. Whisk your eggs and sugar into like a nice fluffy mousse. You can't really see it, but that's what, oh god, it's going everywhere. That's what it looks like. You're going to add in you're going to fold in your melted chocolate and butter into your mixture. Once you have folded in your milk chocolate and butter mixture to your sugar and your eggs, it should look a bit like this, and we're now going to put the flour and cocoa powder into your bowl and fold that in too, like this. Folded in your flour and cocoa powder, it should look a bit like this, and now we're going to add our mixture to the cookie dough. Be careful and try and do it as quick as you can because it's thickening really quickly. So if you can, add it really quick. Put your brownies in your oven for around 25 to 30 minutes on the heat of 160 degrees. However, this is now the fun bit, and you're going to take your brownies out 10 to 15 minutes early from the oven. I've now taken my brownies out from the oven, and now we're going to put our bourbons on top of our brownies. Right, so I just put my bourbons onto my brownie, as well as some leftover milk chocolate and white chocolate buttons that I had, and now I'm going to put these back in the oven for around another 10 minutes. So in the oven they go. Well, if I can lift this one up. In the oven like that. Now I'm going to do all the boring washing up that I have to do, so I get the dishes cleaned. Once you have taken them out of the oven, let them cool for around 10 minutes to half an hour, depending how quick you want the brownies really. It's probably best to leave it for longer so it's easier to cut them, as if they're really hot when you cut them, the knife will be harder to cut into them and they'll almost shrink a bit. So I'm going to show you my brownies. They've turned out really good actually. So you've got the, oh goodness, everything's going everywhere. Whoops. You've got the cookie dough base on the bottom, then you've got the layer of milk chocolate, not chips, milk chocolate buttons and white chocolate buttons. Then you've got the slutty brownie bit with the bourbons in it, and they turned out really nice. I'm going to cut these and put them on a plate, and I'll show you in a minute what they look like when they're cut open and nicely laid out. This is what they look like, and I would say I've done a pretty good job because it was only my first go, to be honest, at making them. I never made them before. I made it all separately, like the biscuit base and the brownies, but putting it all together I'd say it's pretty good. So they should look like this, but if they don't, I'm sure this will taste really nice. And like some of mine, like these are the other ones that I had, some of them were a bit gooey in the middle, so those will taste even nicer. So it doesn't really mind if that doesn't really matter if they're quite messy. But yeah, this is my finished design product, whatever you want to call it. God, I'm so small. I'm going to go in my tippy toes to say this, but I always use, I don't know if you can see it, can you see it? Oh my god, the sun's so bright. Yeah, there we go. It's gold glitter spray, and you can use it on any of your bakes or like cakes or anything really. So what it does is it almost finishes the cake, bake, chocolate, brownie, whatever you make really. It finishes it off and gives it a really nice finish and almost like shows it off. So I always use this every time I do baking and like just to finish my cakes off. And yeah, I don't know whether you can see it, but like it literally goes everywhere. There we go, that's what it looks like, and then you go like that and it literally goes everywhere. Mum gets a bit annoyed because I sort of spray it and it goes like everywhere on my bakes, as well as the table surfaces and like all over the kitchen, so that's really cool. But it doesn't matter, if it makes my cakes look good, I'm using it. Just drop the glitter spray. Oh well, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this has helped you on how you make slutty brownies. This is my very first time making these, and they were quite easy to make because you put it all in together and then just shove it in the oven. You don't have to do like any icing, so you don't have to put effort into icing. You can just shove it all together, put it in the oven, and then you've got it all done. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and this has like helped you and showed you how to make it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you for watching. Bye!